I might gotta get some fish at Chipotle, bro, because I'm still going slow. So it's going strong, but slowly.
Yeah.
Still,
Exactly.
again,
And then look, so for me, Wednesday is the biggest day because reason why Wednesday, because Tuesday is going to kind of give us an indication kind of what Wednesday going to do. Like whatever
right?
Google does, you probably Microsoft, Face, Meta doing something similar. Whatever Roku, Starbucks do, that's also going to be
Starbucks too, and Carvana.
Carvana as well. Thursday for sure. Uber, pre-market, Peloton probably puts after hours. Amazon, Apple, Intel. You got Atlassian as well, man. And then Friday of this earnings week is always kind of less hype. But you got
But you still got Exxon. You got
Chevron, CVX.
yeah, Chevron.
Yeah, I mean you got a lot this week. Mastercard, Norwegian Cruise Line. We didn't even talk about that. But look,
Riot too. It said Riot. Riot might
Riot's
go
no
crazy.
Riot earnings is never interesting. I'll be honest with you. Riot earnings,
No,
Riot earnings is fake Riot earnings. Um,
so it's still based off of Bitcoin.
yeah, it's not the earnings. The thing about Coinbase is actually their numbers actually do matter. Riot earnings is not really. Riot just does whatever what you call it's gonna do.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I'm looking forward to this week. It's a big opportunity for some swing trades as well. The earnings run up.
What's Alphabet? That's Google.
That's Google. Yeah. Same way Meta is Facebook, Alphabet is Google.
Yeah.
Yeah. So PayPal is going to be interesting. Um,
I
let's
don't see PayPal got a. Well, they on Tuesday. Oh, damn.
Yeah, PayPal is going to be interesting. I think
And they booming right now too.
yeah, they're booming as well.
Yeah.
Where's DoorDash? Isn't DoorDash reporting this week too? I think DoorDash is supposed
PayPal,
to.
right? PayPal trying to do a little.
I think DoorDash is supposed to
Some,
be one of these days too. DoorDash. So check that out again. But yeah, Roblox.
I think I did. I think I did see that on one of these. Yeah, I think. I don't think. I think you're right.
Roblox, DoorDash, them two. They're not on here. So yeah, either way, let me open up the chart though. It's gonna be fun. Big tech earnings.
Pfizer,
Look, also
Reddit.
if you don't already know about this earnings week, if you're a newbie, I'm not really sure who's in here. But listen, big tech earnings is gonna be it's like always the biggest earnings week of each quarter. And it's pretty much gonna set the tone for the market sentiment for the next, let's say, few weeks probably. So you want to pay attention to what big tech is doing. When I say big tech is AMD, big tech is Alphabet, big tech is Microsoft, Meta, big tech is Amazon, Apple. That's big tech, right? The other
Yep.
companies are still big. Uber, Eli Lilly, Caterpillar. Those are still big companies, PayPal, but they're not big tech. Just so you know. So what you can expect is when earnings report, you can expect earnings per share to be reported. Either they're going to beat or they're going to miss. Earnings per share year over year growth, those kind of things. Revenue, guidance, those are the kind of things, kind of words you want to look out for. So let's jump into the charts. Let me share trading view. Okay, cool. Let me know. All right. Cool. All right. I'm gonna start with Meta. Let's just start Meta. I don't really have a preferred one. Okay, let me know if you still see the correct tab though. No, you don't. All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you can see now. All right. Let's start with this Meta. All right. All right. So Oh, let me zoom out a little bit. All right, cool. So back to the levels I look out for. I would say right here, right here. Okay, that's one level to look out for me. 576. Above that, we go to like probably like 581. Right, so above meta above 576, we go to 581. Depending on how earnings go, we may gap up to 600. Wick off to 603 again. So downside, and like I said, I don't know which way it's going. Nobody knows which way it's going. If we drop below the moving averages right here, I like this level right here. Because this is last time we pulled back. Sorry, last time in September we pushed up to this level. We pulled back a little bit before breaking on higher. But yeah, that 569 level as well, a little bit higher, probably 570 exact. Yeah, so it's pretty much 570 to the downside, 576 to the upside. Those are the kind of levels I'll be looking at. So above 576, I'll be looking at a run to 603. Below this 570 level, we could jump down, right back down here, or even all the way to here. So probably this is the next level to watch. Right down here, bottom of that candle, 550. I'm just gonna make it red just because it would be puts, and then these two I'm gonna make green because it would be calls. But look, we're going to see when the market open tomorrow, how the price actually move. You don't want to go in there biased or nothing like that, but you do want to have an idea of what could be happening. Let's see what other stocks are reporting earnings. SoFi is a great one. SoFi. The thing about SoFi is, and also if you guys got any stocks you
There's some gaps in there.
Yeah, if you guys got any stocks you want me to report as well, just type them in the chat. I'll put up the chat in a sec, or just call them out.
Do Tesla next.
You know what? We'll do Tesla next. Okay, cool. SoFi, right? Look, earnings is Tuesday. I'm feeling hopeful about this one. I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling positive. I think for SoFi, right? I think we get back up to that $12 level. The last earnings we dropped off. I remember. Where is that? Okay, here. Dropped off. The earnings before that we dropped off too, but then we ran after. Both of the last earnings we dropped off, then we ran. This is the earnings where we've actually seen growth in comparison to last quarter. Growth in regards to their plans for the future. Growth in regards to their target audience. If you don't know about SoFi banking, SoFi is pretty much for the rich people. It's for the people that got money, right? So SoFi is working with different investment groups. SoFi is working with the big money boys, right? So SoFi is one of those companies where, okay, the stock price is low right now because not a lot of people have access to it. I think as they continue growing, as they continue growing their customer base, you see it start running. And I think they're going to announce something in regards to that this earnings. Let's see though. My price target would be up at 1183. Look, when we was here in August, remember I made a video about it that my first price target was the $10 mark. We broke past the $10 mark. Now we are pretty much $11, and now we go into 1183. That's what I'll be looking at for SoFi. I do not see SoFi selling off. It could sell off, of course. I don't see it happening in this earnings. This is like the Palantir of 2023, like April, May, Palantir last year. This is like the Palantir last year of April, May. So last year, right here. April, May last year, right? You guys remember that if you're in the Discord, Palantir was down here. April, May, $8, $9, right? Now it's 45. SoFi this time next year, I won't be surprised if it's $25. I won't be surprised. So yeah, back to SoFi. You could call me biased, but I'm leaning bullish on this one, like heavily bullish. I don't see how they fail, and I don't see how the stock price sells off this earnings. But hey, everything's possible, as you guys know. So that's why I'm not going crazy with it. But let's talk about Tesla. You said Tesla. Let's talk about Tesla, right?
We might not do a leap on that so far, though.
Say again?
Shit, might not do a leap on that so far.
SoFi, yeah, for sure. I would definitely recommend a leap. Not financial advice, but I'd definitely recommend a leap on SoFi. I've been talking about this one since it was 650. I've been saying it's a bit risky, But hey, it's starting to pay off. Obviously I didn't know what was going to happen. If I did, I would have loaded up like crazy.
Right.
But
Right.
I've been saying it. I got my nice little shares. Obviously not enough money, but hey, it's a start. Either way, Tesla, right? Tesla's plan is it's pretty simple. So let's get some context in here. The highs from last year were like 300, 298. Last year, 298, I believe. Or 300, pretty much 300, right? 298, 300. That's the highs from last year. Right now, we're at 269. We're close, right? We're not all the way there yet, but we close. So
That's a fact.
we bullish right now. We're looking good. If I price target, not if I price it, my price targets, first, I would say about 280 level, 279, 280. Then the 283 level, a little bit higher. And then really the gap fill all the way up to the highs of last year in July, 298. So if we hold at this level, which I do think we will, we'll pull back a little bit, but I think we'll pull back and we'll hold. 283 is the next price target. That's a $14 run, $13, $40 run. And then, honestly, I would not be surprised to see 298 in November. Let's say
If your boy, if if the right president wins, it's really gonna be over with.
hey, the right president could be either president, but we're not going to talk about that right now
I
because
got you.
you know what I mean.
I got you.
What I will say is the election is November, so since you brought it up, the election is November. Keep this on your radar because you guys know what it is. You guys have seen the Twitter posts. Do not be
Yep.
surprised to see this run to 300 in November, the first week of November. Don't be
You know what he's doing.
right. You've seen the propaganda, so that's what I'm going to say.
Yep. Yep.
If you need a payday right now, I'll be honest, we're a little bit late, but it's not over. That's the thing. We're not too late. This is a big move. This is a big move. This is a big move
It really
in play right
is.
now. It's not the big move is done. It's a big move in play. Like we're currently witnessing the big move. It's in play,
Right.
right? I thought, look, you can ask Bob. I thought I was late with Tesla when I got in on Thursday. Nah, still brought me back double up.
Yep.
Now,
I got in on Friday. So for sure.
right. So I thought I was late. You're not late. We a little bit later than everyone else.
Right.
I like Tesla, man. I like Tesla at this level because we were here before, and I think now we're breaking.
Right.
And when we break a previous resistance, you guys are seeing it catches momentum, buy, step in. It's got room to run a $14 run, and then hey, the next one after that is about a $17 run. So yeah, thank you for pointing out Tesla. But we also have to look to the downside, right? Let's say potentially it drops, pulls back. Honestly, where we are right now, this will be at 256 for me around there. Maybe to 243, this red level, but literally, I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm thinking about the 270s, the 280s to 300.
Me too.
All right. Any other stuff you want me to look at? I've got my list. I've got my little list, but let me know. Otherwise, I just do my list. That's fine.
Well, Exxon.
That's our good old friend, right? I'm in calls with Exxon, by the way. I think you guys know that. So, Exxon Mobil, right? Good old Exxon. We're holding right now. We're holding, okay? I don't see, like, if we hold, as long as we hold and we start to uptrend again. Now, yes, oil prices are getting cheaper, so you've got to keep that in mind. I have not seen what NQ is doing right now or what ES or none of that is doing right now. I've not seen it, but either way, we're holding this level. I like it here. I don't have any issues with it here. Daily chart, right? 4-hour chart, let's pull that one up for you. Okay. Similar story. I'm not bothered.
Like consolidate, man.
It's consolidating, man. And the last time we consolidated, I think at this level, let me see if I can find that. Did we, or maybe we haven't consolidated above that line. Oh no, we haven't really. Okay, we haven't really. This wasn't really, yeah, this is kind of an uptrend. Okay, well, we're consolidating at this level. I don't really have a problem with that. As long as we hold, start uptrending again, Moving averages are looking like they're going to cross the downside, so it might be one of those where we get out of the trade and we get back in. But right now, I'm pretty cool with this. All right. Yeah, I'm in cool. So that's all I have to say. I don't have like a. The only game plan is obviously if we break below the red line, sell those calls. Go, wait until it starts uptrending again. But I like the stock, right? It's got earnings Friday. Last time it had earnings, it ran a little bit after, like a couple days after, because the earnings is Friday. So last time it had earnings, it ran a little bit after. But listen, it ain't too bad at this level, right? As long as it holds. Let me just pull up hourly. Yeah, again, hourly looking good. Hourly looking nice. Hourly looking safe. There you go. Smaller time frames. We bounce on this level every time. It's not looking dangerous right now. Any other? You know what? We got to talk about this stock.
All right, Nvidia.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna talk about Nvidia. I'm gonna talk about Google, Walmart, a couple others. But yeah, Nvidia. Hold on. So you guys know the deal with Nvidia, right? We have this nice little trend line. Sorry, we have this nice little resistance. We broke out of this trend line here, and we've just been respecting the moving averages nice and slow. Nothing wrong with that. Every time we pull back on this moving average, we fly higher. 141, let me put that in perspective for you guys. You see a weekly chart? That's nice. That's 4-5 straight green weeks, right? Monthly chart shows it's even better, right? So trend is going to continue. We'll keep pulling back. We'll keep going higher. I like Nvidia at the price it's at currently at. My price target again, I've got that yellow line up there. It ain't a price target for today. It's not a price target for this week. But it's a price target, and it's a reason it's there. It's a reason it's there, that yellow line, 154.74. We'll see how long it takes us to get back there. But hey, if it happens in November, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised, right? That Nvidia is a serious stock. I don't know how many people are trading it, but that's a serious stock, a serious one.
154.
Yeah, 154. 154. That's my price target. And I said, I drew this. I don't remember when I drew this one. Probably back in September, I guess. Maybe August. Either I drew this one. Let me see those little trend lines. We broke out of that. We broke out of that easy. All right. So I got Google, Disney, AMD, Walmart. Oh wait, shoot! I need to record this. Hold up. Okay, yeah. So I've got Google, Disney, Walmart, AMD. Talk about AMD. AMD's in a similar sector, or in the same sector, right? AMD's price action has been not as good, not as smooth, but AMD's starting to uptrend. So the reason AMD's on this, AMD's got some good opportunity right here. Right here, AMD's got some good opportunity. I would say if we can break above the moving average, right here, the 9 and 21 are crossing. Right here, this is a good opportunity. Why? We got a $9 run on our hands. We got a $9 run up to the yellow line. Once we break that, we get back to those highs at 173 from a couple weeks ago. This little pullback in the whole scheme of things, in the grand scheme of things, wasn't really much, right? Because look, back in August when we dropped all the way here. We made our way back to 173. We went from 133 all the way to 173. So this pullback here, this $20 drop isn't much. It's nothing crazy, So AMD I like for calls, but once we can really start breaking. Good thing is, earnings is Tuesday, right? This could really be the one. This could be the one that where I'm like, all right. Last time they had earnings after earnings, right? After earnings. We ran from what 125 all the way to like 162. This time after earnings, again, this $20 gain ain't even the big gain I'm looking at. I'm looking at getting us back up to 188. So a $30 price move for AMD, purely based on the technicals here. Either way, AMD, you guys know my story of AMD. I'm sold this stock at $30. AMD is one that at 156 is still a buy for me either way. Like if you want to get leaps on AMD, or sorry, if you want to get leaps on any stock, I won't be looking further than AMD either way. If I was to get leaps on 5 stocks right now, PayPal, AMD, PayPal, AMD, SoFi, Palantir, and then probably something safe like a Apple, something basic. But yeah, AMD's up there for opportunity right now. So that's AMD. Disney, consolidation in between the moving averages. Got earnings in a couple weeks. So from Disney, we hit our little bottom in August. And you see now, every time we pull back, we're going on higher. We pull back, we're going on higher. We pull back, we're going on higher. A little bit of a pullback here, you know. For those of you that like the market structure, if you zoom out, you will see it. You will see it right here. Right? Just like this. Just like this. Just like this. Every time. And you can do this. You could do a little one again. But this one, every single time. This is for the market structure, folks, right? This is it right here. And now we're at a point where it's consolidating a little bit, downtrending a little bit as well. It's in a, let's say, look. Let's say we hold at the moving average, right? Next move is going to be a little bit higher up, right? Let's say we hold at the moving average. We start uptrending. We're going to be bullish again soon. Break above the moving averages. Let the RSI start showing a sign indicating more potential strength and uptrend. Well, I know what I'm going to be doing with Disney. On the run up to in the build up to earnings, it probably is the run up to earnings. So that's probably a nice, again, you know, from there up to 100. That's a nice $5 move. That's smooth, right? It could go on way more than that as earnings is posted. Once they report earnings, it could go way higher than that, right? You've seen it before. Look at that. Last earnings. Sorry, not last earnings. When they reported in Q2, flew up, right? Before earnings and then overnight earnings as well. It did gap down after, but wait, hold on. Sorry. It flew up in anticipation of earnings and then gapped down once earnings was reported. All I need to trade is the run up to earnings the next 2 weeks. That's all I need to do. You know, I'm not bothered about if they report good earnings, bad earnings, blah, blah. I'm not a shareholder in Disney, so that's kind of irrelevant to me. But in the run up to earnings, this could be something here. A nice little price target around $100. If you want to look at it a different way as well. So that's where we're at. This is kind of where we're at right now, right? Right here. The next one. This is where the line of support was, which will probably be the new resistance. You know? That one right there. Again, it's opportunity with Disney. It really is opportunity with Disney. But once we get confirmation of uptrend, right? Confirmation of uptrend. We'll first get the indication of uptrend. Once we get the confirmation, we start to fly. Walmart. Walmart's kind of doing what we've talked about in the previous discussions. Putting back to moving average to go higher. He's done this so many times in the last 3 months, right? Just put on back to go higher every single time. Walmart selling off a little bit Friday was nothing crazy. When I put up the weekly chart, there you go. Walmart look nice. Come on, breaking out nicely. Walmart for sure on my radar again. You know, we keep doing that. We keep doing that one. I actually missed it last week. I did trade it the week before that and the week before that. But I do like Walmart again. Once it pulls back a little bit more to the moving average, maybe down to 82 flat. Start seeing that option again. We're going to go higher than this. Again, it's another one of those stocks that pulling back to sell higher. Sorry, to selling off, pulling back to move higher. Walmart is also mid-November earnings. Cool. Then what is the other one that I want to Google? Right, Google, Apple. Yeah. So Alphabet consolidation mania. We got a nice little pop last week, so that did help us get some money back. We're holding moving averages, consolidating. Let me just check the weekly chart. Consolidation on the weekly, daily, 4 hour is slightly more bullish. Okay. 1 hour should be bullish too, but Friday it sold off a little bit. Yep, still bullish though. Still held this line of support and started uptrending. Cool. Popped twice last week. Popped on Tuesday and Friday as well. Sold off in between. Google, of course, is going to be down to the numbers. I don't really know what the expectations are. You know, the earnings per share, expected earnings per share, revenue. I don't know what guidance is. They're thinking guidance will be like. I don't know none of that. But I do know that last time, one of the big issues with Walmart last time was that in regards to their ad revenue, Walmart sold off last earnings. Yeah, right here. In regards to AI, they were not doing enough. In regards to ad revenue, they were down. So those are the kind of things you just want to look at. Those are the kind of things you just want to note when you are trading these kind of stocks. Speaking of ad revenue, did I speak about Meta already? I don't think so. Meta is another stock that's going to need to include some AI, some ad revenue. No, we did do Meta. Disney, Walmart, Lululemon. All right, so I like this. I like the the reversal. Reversal is what we talked about in the last study session. How to trade reversals. This is a nice pattern right here, right? You see the bow I talked about, the nice bow moving averages crossing over to the upside. You see the stock respecting the moving averages. A couple gaps up and gaps down here, but since middle of September for last month, it's been consistently uptrending. We're now reaching that point where the 200 moving average is around 318, so it's still got some room to run. If I just check the 50 for this as well. All right, 50 is looking good, making it look good as well. But yeah, the reason I have the 200 there is for stocks like this where they jump down so far below the moving average, they trade so far below. I want to see what kind of price targets we could expect, what kind of resistance we could expect. And price action could get rejected here at 319, 318. So I will still look to take calls up to that level. We got a nice wick up to 313 last week, Friday. 4-hour chart, let's have a look what that one says too. Yeah, this is a smooth 4-hour chart as you'll see. You know, this is smooth up. This is smooth bullish 4-hour chart. So that's nice as well. I think Lululemon got some more potential to run. I think Lululemon got some more. All right, so they still got 2 months or like 6 weeks before they report any kind of earnings. We got space, we got time. You know, we got somebody say something. All right, cool. But yeah, we got space, we got time with Lululemon. I'll be looking at calls with this. Don't sleep on this one right here. You know, it's got a nice uptrending pattern. It's got that nice reversal. You know, nice recovery from this year's lows all the way down here. And look, you zoom out, you got room to run up to the 330. You got room to get back up to the 400s as we were. You know, last year we were at a 500 level. I remember that we were trading that at that time. It sold off heavily, but yeah, Lululemon looked nice too for calls. Did we talk about what was it? Wolf. So look at this one, right? Similar to Lululemon in terms of the chart pattern a little bit, but we see it bottomed out. We see the nice bow pattern. We see the moving average cross to the upside, and then look now, pull back to the moving average. Looks like it's holding, getting ready to start uptrending again, right? Could be a next leg up. Could be that in this case. 4 hours is smooth as well. Consolidation here, easy. Once we start getting a confirmation of uptrend again, trade that up about to the $17 level. Let's see if we can draw some levels on the daily chart as well. Let me see what's good. 17 will be the first. Get that bottom here where we found support, 21.88. That's nice. Some extra mark levels on the chart as well. So yeah, Wolf, check that one out as well. I want to check out the Chinese stocks, see what they're doing. Chinese stocks, I'm still pretty bearish in this. I think it will push up in every now and then in between. We could hold at this level. But yeah, I'm more leaning bearish on the Chinese stocks. They had a little bit of fun. They do need to put on back a little bit. Something I noticed, I think around the election time, Chinese stocks usually sell off. Usually, I don't know why, but yeah, that is something I noticed. Beware of that. Did we talk? No, we didn't talk about Micron. Their earnings is mid-December, so Micron hovering around. Oh yeah, the reason I want to talk about Micron is we swing traded it Thursday to Friday. That was it. That was a great trade as well. Congrats to those you got that one. That was a double up. Okay, Micron, right? So we had a nice run after earnings. We traded at last earnings. Now we pulled on back and we started uptrend again. Looked like we could have double topped here potentially, but then again, look where we're at right now. We're holding around the level of support. So we've seen the bearish price action from 114 all the way down to 103. That was the bearish price action from the double top potentially. Now we're uptrending again, holding at the line of support, previous resistance. It looks good at this level, but let's just see it get a couple more green candles in there before we could trade it back up to like the 110 level. Yeah, there we go. Micro look nice. What's Marvell up to? Marvell. This I didn't even know it was like this level. Okay, this is a nice consolidation. Let's wait for the breakout. You can run to 84, but let's wait. Look, 2 ways to trade this one, right? 2 ways. So topped out at 85. You can get in now with a longer term expiry and trade it up to the 85, right? You could do that potentially. Another way you could trade it is wait for it to break out from where it is, break out the consolidation, see what it does at 85 level, and then if it pushes past, wait for it to retest the 85 level, and then take your calls. If you want to be a bit more braver, then you can take it out right now, take out the calls for, $84, $85 calls for mid-November, end November. Once they break out the consolidation, we could see that nice little run, $4 run, back up to $85. Apple, I want to Apple too. All right, cool. Apple's got earnings, right? So it ain't too much. It's lower. It's higher lows. It is higher lows in theory, right? Price action holding in between the moving averages. Looks like it's just doing what it has been doing, putting on back, trending higher, putting on back, trending higher. Apple could reach back up to that 237 level. I don't know much in regard. Today is like end of October, so they would have had their first month of iPhone sales numbers out with the new 16. I don't really know much about the numbers. They'll probably talk about some kind of AI they're going to incorporate into, either their devices or into their software or into, I don't know, something like the, what's it called? The Vision Pros. We'll see. But again, this is a stock which, for me, longer term is a safe bet. Longer term, like I said, if I was to put some money in something for it to come back in a year I know for a fact I'm up at least 10%. It would be the SoFi, the PayPal, it would be the Apple, the AMD, it would be the Palantir. So, Apple is one of those. Um, I traded this stock recently. I can't remember who called it out in the group. This is a fun stock to trade, right? And this is when I look at calls again. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. You guys know this pattern, right? Looks like it's flagging, ready to make that higher move up to $23 again. Okay, LO, yeah, remember this one. Yeah, we're looking nice. Hanging above the moving averages. Okay, LO. I like this one. It is a fun stock to trade. I did take it. It was a bit of a risky one, but I did take it and I did enjoy it. So now that I've tested it, tasted the sample, I think, yeah, I can give it to you guys. Okay, LO. I don't see where this one came from. I don't see how it blew up, but hey, you can catch one of these. When you're down here, $9 all the way up to $22, $23. You're eating good. Did something similar back in March. You're eating good. So just watch for the next leg up on this one. As long as it holds above the moving average, we should be good. As long as we hold above the moving average, there shouldn't be no worries here. MSTR. Yeah, this is smooth too. Another one of those smooth moves, right? I mean, you see this, right? Again, if we were to draw some, sorry, horizontal, no. So if we were to draw, right, from that $199 level, that's the first time we traded a couple weeks ago. We shot up, right? Rejected here last time, never made it back. So from March, never made it back to now. We pushed on up. If we drop, if Coinbase sells off, if Bitcoin doesn't reach 70K and sells off all that stuff, cool. This is gonna pull on back. It's gonna pull on back to the 224. It's gonna pull on back probably to the 199. If all those things go wrong for crypto. If it doesn't, it's gonna hold around these levels here. 225, whatever, and continue pushing higher. You guys see, if I show you the weekly and monthly candles, you'll be surprised at this. Right, this stock is just making new highs. That's the weeklies. Monthly candle, even better. Look at that, crazy. So yeah, I like this. MSTR. It's a little bit of a tough one to trade because you've got to be really patient. You got to stomach being down 30, 40%. But when it does blow, it blows like crazy. I think 2 weeks ago I traded it. I think I wrote it in the chat, and we was down a bit. Then one of the days it just blew up. I think 800%, and I left with I think only like 110 or 120%. But wait for it to blow 800%. Where this one is a bit more difficult, but hey, it does bring good returns. Those are the main stocks I was thinking of. I don't know if there's any other ones that you guys want to look at. What did I say? AMD, SoFi, Microsoft, PayPal. Yeah. Oh, you got Visa, Pfizer, MU. Yeah. So my target would be 104. First 110, like what we traded it this past week. Then 114 up here. Reason being, to this level right here, where we got like dropped down below before, and the kind of resistance up here, 130.96 is one of them. Look on a smaller scale, 110. We wicked off this week. Right here, we struggled to break above 110. We tested that level a couple of times actually and sold off. MU earnings, like I said, in December 18th. And then 110 will be the next level. Then once we break that, probably looking at the $113 level, $114 level up here. But yeah, I like MU as it is. It started to break above the moving averages. It's kind of, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's a guaranteed play, but I'd say if I was to look at some of these plays and look at MU, yeah, this is what I like to see. You know, look like an inverted hammer here as well on this candle. Yeah, MU is looking nice. I don't even know what other stocks is there. As in what I'm looking at, Caterpillar. This is always a nice stock actually to trade. Consolidating, ready to break out. Last time I traded it was down here. Caterpillar, yeah, 4 hour. Slightly more bearish, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'll do CrowdStrike. Meta I did, so I'll upload a recorded CrowdStrike. Yeah, this is an easier one too. So CrowdStrike. Yeah, level of support, previous resistance, a bit of consolidation around that level. Let's hold here with CrowdStrike. I mean, if you want to swing trade it, wait for it to start uptrending again, break above the moving averages. You got a $25 run to the highs that I would target right up here. I pick CrowdStrike as well, just like Snowflake, just like Palo Alto, just like a lot of these software companies. Hey, give it a year, 18 months, they're going to be back up here. They're going to be back up at $400. They'll be back up here. CrowdStrike has some of the best technology when it comes to. Oh wait, let's see what's going on here. Okay, Delta Airlines is suing CrowdStrike. That's not what we wanted to see. I don't know what happened there. Oh, one of their outages disrupted the flights. Oh shoot! I was just about to big up their software as well. It's funny. That is very funny. Let's see how that affects the stock if it does at all. That's so funny. I don't know why. I don't know what. Crazy. But what I was gonna say, well, I was gonna pick up CrowdStrike, right? I was talking about Palo Alto, CrowdStrike. I mentioned Snowflake. But yeah, if their software is causing flight disruptions, then we need to be careful. All right, we need to see what's up. That's funny. Yeah, like I said, Palo Alto. Funny thing is, I think CrowdStrike. Hold on, let me just check CrowdStrike again. I think CrowdStrike are always the one that are smacking their earnings on the head. Okay, yeah, this time they did. That time, yeah, I think they did jump up. Yeah, CrowdStrike usually are the ones beating earnings, whether it's earnings per share, revenue, whatever. They beat it comfortably. So again, CrowdStrike are usually consistent with earnings. So when November 26th comes around, it's going to be intriguing to see what happens. That's funny. Like I said, Palo Alto, another nice stock. Just put him back, going higher every time. Finally back to where we were back in February, which is nice to see. So, any other stocks? We did that one as well, but pretty much I said it at this level. As long as it holds, I will still hold my calls. We break below the red line, and hold below the red line. Maybe a couple hourly candles or so. Break below that red line and hold below. Then maybe I'll look to get out. But as long as you hold above this, I'm not too worried about our calls. Similar to what Google did last week and Walmart the week before. It's not. Say again. So, this could be ready for some puts. Let's see. Okay. Let's really see. Could be. Aha. So it's not put time, it's just pulling back. Okay. There we go. That's why you look at different time frames. So Zoom, this isn't one I would currently trade. Reason being it's far away from the moving average. It looks like we want to come back to moving average. A couple red days. Let me check the weekly candle. Weekly candle's still nice. So maybe if you were trying to swing this, get yourself an expiry a couple weeks out. Maybe you won't have to worry too much through the ups and downs. Daily is not too bad, but like I said, probably pull back a little bit. This wouldn't where it's currently at. It wouldn't be my entry right now. They have done a lot better though in recent times. Good look. Okay, so it made that jump after reaching the yearly lows in August 55. It made that jump back up to 72. I'm guessing, yeah, this earnings did cause something. So they would have, let me see. All right, 14%. So they beat earnings per share by 14.44%, beat revenue by 1.2%. Yeah, that's good. 14% beat on earnings per share is always going to be good. That's a big beat. Last earnings, okay, few earnings in a row, they've already beat earnings. So, they're not having any trouble. They probably beating by a lot. Yeah, 13%, 23%, 17%. Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna be beaten by a lot. They wouldn't just be jumping up like that for no reason. So good stock I wouldn't be getting in right now, me, but it is one good stock which looks like it's on the way up again. Good point. Thanks for bringing that up again. Yeah. So let me show you the 4 hour. Give you the picture on Eli Lilly, right? So earnings for Eli Lilly estimate 1.453, estimate 12 billion revenue. Cool. Put that in context, last time they beat by 43% and 13%, right? So we're at a period, you guys saw what Tesla did a few days ago. We're at a period where it's not looking horrible, but it's not looking great, right, for a company. Okay? And what they do last time? They blew us out of the water, right? What Eli Lilly did last earnings, they blew us out of the water. What did Tesla do last week earnings? Blew us out of the water. Point being, I'm not saying that those stocks are similar stocks, no, but you have similar price action in regards to what the chart is doing, right? So Eli Lilly, the reason I look is Tuesday, right? So it's Wednesday even better. So Eli Lilly, one thing I just look at is how the price action pans out tomorrow, first and foremost, Monday, right? Then of course, to see if there's any overnight moves Monday to Tuesday, right? The company, each and every earnings report, this was 43% and 13%. Last time was 4% and then minus 1.8%. Either way, this is a company I'm pretty certain that, they're continuing to grow, right? You guys know about the weight loss that they do and, how much they've been growing recently. I think, okay, if they're 12.9 billion and last time was 9.9 billion, about time before that 8. They've been consistently growing. They've been consistently outperforming. Even here, right? They dropped off majorly for a month straight, and then boom. This is what I mean when I say the optimism kicks in. You know, the guidance, the growth, the you know positive news. This is when it all kicks in. Similar here. The stock isn't doing much. All it needs is a bit of optimism. All it needs is a bit of you know a bit of strong guidance. All it needs is a bit of increased revenue, and then or an indication of potential growth. We're going to see it back up flying. First we're going to see it, in my opinion. First we'll see us start running up to 940, then we can get up to the nine. Wherever we kept picking off 970s. Again, this is a pharmaceutical firm, so a lot of the time it just needs a little bit of good news. It just needs an analyst upgrade. It just needs anything like that, and it's one of those stocks that you're going to see. You know, one of those stocks you're going to see have its strong run in the run up to earnings, and then obviously after earnings, if they announce something interesting, or they outperform what we expect. But yeah, this is one, like I said, in a similar position to Tesla last week, where it looks like it's not much going wrong, and if anything is, there's not much going on, and if anything is going on, it's going wrong. Then they're going to report their little earnings, and then reaffirm everybody's beliefs in the stock, and then see them winning again. I know the last earnings call, I think it was Lily. I think it was Eli Lilly. They were talking about a lot of growth and expanding to China and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's kind of why you saw the stock jump from what 760 all the way to up to 960. A $200 gain. So obviously now, because of what happened in the last few earnings, analysts are gonna have high expectations for this. If it's about revenue, if it's about profits, if it's about whatever. But let's see what it does this time. Let's see what it does. I'm thinking it's gonna grow more growth. I'm expecting more growth. I'm expecting more positive news and an increase in sales, revenue, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, any other stock? Waste management, yeah, they got earnings as well, haven't they? So, okay, this one's putting on back a little bit. Consolidate. I want to say consolidating, but let's see. 4 hours very bearish. Again, it's looking bearish. We're seeing it. We're seeing it real time drop off from 215 all the way down to 206. So like a smooth $10 drop. It's bearish to me, but hey, again, this is earnings week, so a lot can happen. Once the thing with earnings, okay, last earnings it tanked. Earnings before that rose, it was steady. The thing is, when it comes to this kind of stocks, like this is waste management, right? So they work with hazardous materials and that kind of stuff. It's all going to be about the numbers, the revenue. It's all going to be about their impact in the industry. What any new services they're providing, any of that kind of stuff. It's all going to be determined by earnings for these kind of stocks. With a lot of the big tech stocks, for example, is a bit different. Mag 7 is a bit different. This one, this one, like waste management could be impacted by like interest rates. For all I know, it could be impacted by a lot of different things, right? So this one, I would say, yes, leaning bearish, but again, it could be impacted by their employment numbers, by what inflation does. If we look back out at it, the last couple of years it's been hot, right? 2023, September all the way to February this year, it was hot. This time last year, we were down at 150s, right? It's been steady. It's been a steady riser. So again, it's going to be relying heavily on numbers, in my opinion, but it is leaning more bearish than bullish right now. Any other ones? Or BMY? Consolidation. This is a good. This is a good find. This could be a good find. So month to month. Okay, we've seen a clear reversal. Let's see what's up here. Weekly clear reversal. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, daily as well. Daily looking nice. This is a good. This is a good find. We look like we have potential here, right? It's been making a steady market gains. Cool, 4 hours a bit more bearish, but before that we've been looking good. So let's do a pullback sometimes. Let me see if the 50 EMA is telling me something on here. Not really telling me nothing. I like. Good pick, good find. Yeah, good find, bro. This could be, so if I look at this right, hourly 4 hours not telling me what I wanted to see. Daily is, weekly is, monthly is, swing this for 2 weeks. Buy a couple contracts, $54, 50 calls, $55 calls. I don't know if they have $54, 50 calls, but either way, buy a couple Bristol Myers Squibb. Why did I recognize that? But yeah, buy a couple contracts for a $54, $55 call for the middle of November. What kind of? I've heard this stock. Is it? What is it? Is it pharmaceuticals as well? Yeah, pharmaceuticals. Yeah, yeah. I remember this one. I think. I can't remember. I think. Wait. Hold up. This is a nice one though. This looks good for calls. This looks good for calls. Pharmaceuticals. This looks nice. Like just imagine we get back to the highs from the last couple of years, right? Like let's say last year's highs. We get back up to the 72s, the hundreds. I'm sorry, 72s and the 82s. Okay, so yeah, let's say the 72s, the 82s. Imagine we get back up there. But yeah, for me, $55 call, couple weeks out, and then in the run up to earnings, I wouldn't mind taking profit if I get a 100%, 120% return before earnings. It's a stock that I recognize, but I'm not as familiar with. So yeah, $54, $55 call. With the expiry a couple weeks out, give me some time. Of course, holding over earnings is a bit more of a gamble, but look, last couple earnings ain't gone too bad. Last earnings jumped up. Earnings before that sold off. Oh, okay. It's mixed results, to be honest. Last earnings jumped up. One before that sold off. So, any other stock? Oh, this is First Solar. Nice. So, we traded this Friday. Friday was a day trade, just so you guys know. Hopefully nobody's still in that. It was a 0 DTE. And if you want to know why, you'll see here. Right? We sold off, started to break above the moving average, 5-minute chart. You saw the hammer candle there. You saw the break above the moving average. Yeah, we flew real quick, kept pushing up, pull back to push higher. But what I want to look at though, for FSLR. So this is a solar company, obviously, First Solar. So look, when you look at the 4-hour, it's so bearish. It is so bearish. It's dropped like what? From 260 down to That's like 20%, 18, 20%, maybe a little bit less. You know, it's getting killed. But then, looks like we are starting to try and test the moving average, right? We probably test it, come back down a bit, test it again, start to break above potentially. Looks like it's oversold based on this, right? Earnings expectations 3.11 earnings per share, which, let's see, last time was 3.25 earnings per share. Okay, interesting. But yeah, you know, this stock, I mean, in my opinion, from where we are right now, we probably try to test the moving average a couple of times before we break higher. If we do finally break higher, then sure, we can push up to this level, 250. We can push up to the 300s. But, the upwards estimate is an estimate for a reason, right? If we're still selling off, if we get rejected by the moving average to keep selling off, then this isn't gonna perform in the way we want to if we want to get a stock for calls, right? We're just probably waiting for it. You can also trade to the downside, but again, like I said, we're at a level where it was previous resistance right here. It was previous resistance. We could, be breaking above and sending it higher, but we could also be coming back down. So it's at an interesting place for a swing trade. It's more of a day trade stock right now. Any other ones? Was the what? You said upgrade? Good, good. Um, did I talk about Roblox earlier? I think so. Yeah, this is looking nice. This is the option I like. I'll be looking at Roblox calls. $43 Roblox calls. Just be surgical with your approach this week. That's what I will say. It's a lot of opportunity, but it's also a lot of ways you can get, broken by the stock market. So Roblox looks nice though. 4 hour chart looks smooth, looking good. So yeah, that's it, folks. Though that's the main stocks I'm watching, and I broke down a couple of yours too. But if you've got any other questions, let me know in the chat. Yeah, thank you guys. We see some. I'm gonna type out my watch list as well, and then we see each other in the chat. But that's it, really. So I hope you guys enjoy. Sorry that it was so late. Apologies on that part. But thank you guys for knowing the chat as well. That's cool. What's up? You're ugly. You're ugly. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Don't worry, I got you on that one. Okay, that's cool. That guy eating, he's making good money. Salute, big salute. Well done. Your thing with that one. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of you. No problem, man. Let me know whenever. I'm always down to help. Today was a bit hectic outside of trading, social media, all that. But we still make time for the help the family, help the team. That's what's most important. And we got to set ourselves up for success. This week. So yeah, yeah, for sure. You're welcome. No, no, no. No problem. I had mixed it up. My fault. I was in and out of the chat real quick. So yeah, that's all. Yes, sir. No problem. We'll see you in the chat. We're going to kill the market again. You're welcome, man. Let me know any question in the chat. Just let me know.